You're watching WYLN TV 35. Now, from the area's leader in live local news, this is WYLN News, the area's #1 source of live local news and information in Luzerne, Schuylkill, Carbon, and Columbia counties. WYLN News starts now.
Good evening, and thank you for joining us on WYLN News. I'm Julia Wiegand. One man was killed during a two-vehicle crash Sunday night in Luzerne County. The accident happened on Interstate 81 near mile marker 155 in Butler Township shortly after 6 p.m. Emergency responders were called to the scene involving a motorcycle and another vehicle. The operator of the motorcycle, 43-year-old Jose Ferreira Howley, was pronounced dead by the Luzerne County Deputy Coroner. Ferreira Howley was said to be traveling at a high rate of speed when he crashed into the back of a car. Both northbound lanes of the interstate were closed from the West Hazleton exit to exit 155 in Dorrance until 9 p.m. State police continued to investigate that fatal crash in Butler Township. An early morning crash shut down a busy road in Hazel Township. According to PennDOT, Route 940 between Ebervale Road and Harley Boulevard had to close down following the accident that happened around 5:30 this morning. The driver struck a telephone pole, and utility crews were called to the scene to replace it. No other vehicles were involved in the incident, and there was no word on any injuries. The road was reopened around 2:30 this afternoon. The Republican nomination for governor in the 2022 elections heating up, as several names came forward across the state. Several individuals may be in the race. Lou Barletta, a former 4-term member of Congress and former mayor of Hazleton, said Friday that he'll make the decision in the next few weeks whether to seek the Republican nomination for PA governor. Joe Gale, a Montgomery County commissioner, has confirmed he will be running. Second-term U.S. Representative Dan Muser and freshman state Senator Doug Mastriano have said they'll consider running as well. Meanwhile, a second-term Republican state senator from Erie County, Dan Laughlin, is also considering the run. So far on the opposite side, Attorney General Josh Shapiro's widely expected to seek the Democratic nomination. It's Red Cross Month, and our Philip Kaufman has the story behind it and how you can show your appreciation and support.
This month is Red Cross Month, an annual tradition that started in 1943 when FDR issued the first Red Cross Month proclamation.
So we are always excited when it becomes March because it is Red Cross Month. And during Red Cross Month, we honor people just like you and the people that are in the viewing audience who make our life-saving mission of the American Red Cross possible. There are individuals across the country who turn compassion into action, helping others in their times of crisis.
And here in northeastern PA, our own chapter of the Red Cross, covering 9 counties, has worked tirelessly during the pandemic, and so now we look on to this month to show our support and appreciation.
And what we're asking people to do is join the Red Cross mission by volunteering, giving blood, learning life-saving skills through CPR, AED, first aid, or making a financial donation.
In the past year, the Red Cross of northeastern Pennsylvania responded to 201 calls for help and assisted over 900 individuals following disasters. They collected 35,500 units of blood, and they also provided more than 1,200 military members, veterans, and their families with assistance through the Services to the Armed Forces program.
So, not even a global pandemic can stop the work of the American Red Cross.
But the work continues on, and that critical work carried out by a 90% volunteer workforce is always open for more. So, joining us was Grace Palmer, the volunteer recruitment specialist, with an opportunity that may interest you.
So we have many volunteer opportunities, both in person or virtually, that you could get involved in. One of the biggest things that we're looking for right now are bilingual volunteers, so speaking more than one language. The biggest one right now, mostly like in the Hazleton, PA area, for example, is Spanish speaking. So if you are bilingual and you want to give back in a great way to help others in the community, please sign up with us as a volunteer. There's so many reasons to volunteer, especially especially now with COVID-19. A lot of people have been struggling in a lot of different ways, and this is a great way to still help in a safe way.
And if you can't volunteer, consider this coming Wednesday to help support the Red Cross.
On March 24th, it's Red Cross Giving Day. And that is just another opportunity during Red Cross Month where we're asking the American public to recognize the good works of the American Red Cross, that you make a financial donation in order to help those that are suffering and need disaster relief. Go on redcross.org on Giving Day, and please be a part of helping us celebrate March being Red Cross Month, and it's just a very special day to be a financial donor.
To find out more information on any of these events or the Red Cross in general, you can find it all online at their website, redcross.org. Reporting for WYLN News, I'm Philip Kaufman.
Thanks, Phil. Police in Wilkes-Barre are searching for a driver involved in a hit-and-run Saturday night. The vehicle's believed to be a 2016 to 2018 dark gray Hyundai Elantra. The incident happened around 8:30 Saturday night, and the driver was last seen traveling west on Blackman Street. The suspect is described as a white or light-skinned Hispanic male. Anyone with information on the incidents being asked to contact Wilkes-Barre Police via their Facebook page. All tips will remain confidential. The Pennsylvania Acting Secretary of Health amended the existing universal face coverings order earlier today. The order was issued back on November 17th last year to align with CDC recommendations. The amended order issued by Allison Beam went into effect March 17th until further notice. Fully vaccinated people can resume low-risk activities, including visiting other vaccinated people indoors without wearing masks. They can also visit with unvaccinated people from a single household who are at low risk for COVID-19. However, fully vaccinated individuals must continue to take precautions in public by masking up and social distancing. People are considered fully vaccinated more than 2 weeks after receiving their second dose of the COVID vaccine, or more than 2 weeks for the one-dose vaccination. Pennsylvania's moving right along as officials work to get the COVID-19 vaccine into the arms of teachers and school employees. WYLN's Julie Stefanovich has an update on the progress that's been made.
State officials say that they're ahead of schedule when it comes to vaccinating school employees in order to get students safely back to the classroom as quickly as possible.
Other educators and support professionals throughout all of it have wanted one thing more than anything else: to be with their students in school, fully in person. The vaccination program will go a long way to making that happen.
Over 83,000 educators and school staff have already received the Johnson & Johnson vaccine as part of the COVID-19 Task Force Special Initiative.
It will help us to get closer to normal, and it will also get our economy back on track. Everyone here today recognizes that school staff members are essential to achieving all those goals. And by making the vaccine available to those dedicated professionals, we can and we will achieve them.
The Wolf administration is collaborating with 28 intermediate units to operate clinics with the Pennsylvania National Guard.
I just want to say we are making great strides in our vaccine rollouts. The CDC data now has Pennsylvania actually near the top of the charts when it comes to a number of important statistics. We're making great progress, and here I think we're highlighting just another vaccine milestone regarding the impressive progress that Pennsylvania has made in our special initiative to vaccinate teachers and school staff. That's everybody: bus drivers, cafeteria workers, janitorial staff, administrative staff, and early childhood educators.
The state is also partnering with retail pharmacies to ensure that all early childhood education workers have access to the vaccine. The goal is to have all teachers and school staff statewide vaccinated by the end of the month. Reporting for WYLN News, I'm Julie Stefanovich.
Thank you, Julie. Coming up on WYLN News, exploring property tax relief for the city of Hazleton, plus bringing back vehicle registration stickers to PA. But first, we'll take a look at our 5-day forecast brought to you by the WYLN Weather Kids. We'll be right back.
Alexander Bonomo. I'm 12 years old, and tomorrow's WYLN forecast is partly cloudy.
Third Base Luncheonette, still making memories after all these years.
Penn State Hazleton is improving the lives of others, starting in our community.
Providing degrees that meet the needs of the area.
Fueling entrepreneurship and contributing more than $36 million annually to the state's economy.
Researching the health of our local ecosystem on the Susquehanna River.
Together, our impact keeps growing, backed by the strength of 24 campuses and 700,000 alumni.
Moore & Associates, accountants and advisors located at 751 North Church Street in Hazleton. Contact them for all your individual and business tax and accounting needs.
If you're looking for an affordable pre-owned car or truck, Chura's Auto Sales has a great lineup of clean, dependable, and quality vehicles. Stop in 610 North Broad Street, West Hazleton, 570-454-7229.
S.J. Kowalski is your Mitsubishi Diamond Contractor. They can install a Mitsubishi electric Mr. Slim ductless heating and cooling system. Mr. Slim systems are designed to make any living space in your home inviting. You can have a different temperature control for every room in your home. The money-saving technology can save you 25 to 50% on your heating bill. For Mitsubishi, Rinnai, and trained comfort specialist, call S.J. Kowalski at 570-455-2600.
Administration plans to explore property tax relief for owner-occupied homes in Hazleton starting in 2023. Officials are in the early stages of researching a homestead exemption, which would remove part of a home's value from taxation and ultimately reduce the city tax bill for owner-occupied properties. According to Mayor Jeff Gassat, the owner of a property worth $100,000 currently pays about $614 in city taxes. If a homestead exemption is made available, a flat dollar exemption would be applied and reduce the taxable value of the home by $25,000, meaning your bill would instead be $450 to $460. The initiative would have a greater impact on people with lower value homes, but City Council would ultimately decide whether it's worth pursuing. Proposed plans are on the table to lease the Luzerne County Tourism and Visitors Bureau a new home. Luzerne County Council will discuss relocating the Bureau from its rented office on Public Square to a portion of the historic downtown Wilkes-Barre former train station by the end of this year. According to the work session agenda submission, the 4,000 square foot station will provide the much-needed additional space to expand the visitor center and allow for more public access and convenient parking. The nearly 150-year-old brick station was built for the Central Railroad of New Jersey and is listed on the National Register of Historic Places. Renovations were put on the back burner due to financial and ownership issues for 15 years. Instructions on accessing Tuesday's voting meeting and work session can be found at luzernecounty.org. State lawmakers are pushing to bring back registration stickers to Pennsylvania. The state stopped using vehicle registration stickers back in 2017 as a way to save money. Lawmakers supporting the bill believe it would give PennDOT much-needed revenue and make it easier for police to identify unregistered and uninsured vehicles. Lawmakers opposing the bill, however, mentioned concerns over people potentially removing stickers from cars and putting them on others. The Wilkes-Barre VA Medical Center is hosting a live virtual community town hall meeting. The live broadcast is scheduled for Wednesday, March 31st at 5 p.m. through the Wilkes-Barre VA Facebook page. Veterans, family members, and the public can provide online feedback utilizing the live chat feature during the broadcast. The virtual meeting's open to the public, and all veterans, family members, and stakeholders are encouraged to attend. Coming up on Hazelton's News Choice, we've got the details on a drive-through Easter egg hunt in Community and You. Plus, who's leading the way this week? Stay with us and find out.
So a little known fact about concussions is that even though athletes are cleared to return to play after a concussion cognitively, they are 3 times more likely to suffer a leg injury within the next year of playing sports. So what's happening is even though the brain had recovered cognitively, there was still an injury in the brain that was causing a miscommunication with the lower extremity systems, causing the risk of re-injuring the leg. So a good idea for athletes, especially ones that plays contact sports, is to make sure you get a physical screen prior to the season. This way we can determine what your normal is on your balance systems. This way, if you do happen to suffer a concussion, we're able to retest and reassess to make sure that you do return to your physical capabilities before returning to sport, which can help you from getting a second concussion and potentially some more serious consequences down the line.
All Care Home Care, providing quality in home care since 1986. Call and see how their team of licensed physical therapists, skilled nurses, speech, and occupational therapists can provide you with exceptional service in the comfort of your own home. They also offer dietitian, home health aide, and medical social worker services. You have a choice in your health care. For safe, friendly, qualified care, call All Care Home Care today and let their team begin taking care of you and your loved ones.
Hey guys, it's Ray Merrill. It's Blaze Alexander, Greater Hazleton Mazda. Hey guys, I know what you're thinking. There's a lot of brands out there. You're looking for something all-wheel drive, you're looking for something sporty, you're looking for something reliable. According to Consumer Reports, Mazda has emerged as the most reliable car brand, beating Toyota and Lexus. You might as well get the most reliable car from the most reliable dealer. So if you're in the area, come on down to Blaze Alexander, Greater Hazleton. We are the largest Mazda dealer in central Pennsylvania as far as inventory goes. Check them out online at blazealexander.com. We'll even deliver them to you.
Penn State Hazleton is improving the lives of others, starting in our community.
Providing degrees that meet the needs of the area.
Fueling entrepreneurship and contributing more than $36 million annually to the state's economy.
Researching the health of our local ecosystem on the Susquehanna River.
Together, our impact keeps growing, backed by the strength of 24 campuses and 700,000 alumni.
There's no better place to shoot than Whitetail Preserve. Their skeet trap and sporting clay fields are professionally designed and all stations are handicapped accessible. Whitetail Preserve has resident shooting instructors certified by the NRA in shotgun, rifle, pistol, home safety, and personal protection in the home. Whitetail can also cater any size event, whether it be a private party, corporate event, or wedding. Call 570-455-4251 extension 1378 for more information.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to our Community and You. I am Philip Kaufman, and we are here with Gary Perna, the Executive Assistant at City Hall in Hazleton. And we're talking about an event that's coming our way, an event that we are ecstatic for here for the Easter season. Gary, could you tell us a little bit about that event?
So the City of Hazleton and our Recreation Department wanted to do something for Easter. You know, we understand COVID-19 has been hard on everybody. It's been a long winter. We've had a lot of snow. So we just want to be a little bit excited about Easter this year. So in trying to keep everything safe and socially distant and so everyone has a good time this Easter, on Sunday, March 28th at 2 p.m., we're going to have an Easter event up at City View Park. Of course, the park famous for our annual Independence Day celebration where we do Winterfest. We're going to have a drive-through event. So it's kind of going to be almost like a trunk or treat for Halloween. We're going to ask people to come up, stay in their cars. They're going to drive up the roadway. They're going to get to see the Easter Bunny, who's going to be on hand, and he'll be hopping all around the trail up there. We're going to have some nonprofits and some organizations, along with departments from the city here, handing out goodies and candy to the kids who come by. So it was a way for us to be able to do something for Easter, be socially distant. You know, we were still trying to take all the COVID-19 precautions. So this was just a way for us to kind of give back to, you know, all the families here in the greater Hazleton area.
And with the event, is there anything that people need to prepare for, just, you know, with COVID distancing and everything like that? Is there anything extra that parents need to know, bringing their kids up, or that anybody who wants to come visit can know?
Yeah, so I mean, the biggest thing is we're just asking everyone to stay in their vehicles. You know, so we will have stations set up along the roadway. We have some nonprofits who have already teamed up with us, including the Hazleton Rotary. We have MMI School, Hazleton City Council, the Mayor's Office, the Recreation Department, the police, the fire department. So, and that list continues to grow every day. So we just ask everyone that they stay in their vehicle. They'll just drive the pathway up into City View Park. The kids will get their goodies handed to them. We will have bags prepared for their treats. There's also going to be a photo booth that I'm being told about. So we're going to have that. You know, this was just an idea. It kind of grew out to see what we can do. You know, some people are still a little on edge because of COVID-19, which is, you know, completely understandable. But we want to be able to have time for the families to get out, to enjoy some Easter events. You know, we know everyone still likes to buy their, you know, Easter dresses or their Easter ties or suits. So we want to show it off a little bit, see the Easter Bunny. He'll be on hand and waving and seeing everybody. So this is just another event. We're trying to just give back to everyone here in the greater Hazleton area. It's been a rough year. It's been challenging. So it's just a way that we're hoping we can get everyone out, kind of get everybody involved and have fun for Easter.
And people looking towards the event, they can find any information if they're, besides for this video, of course, where else can they find information?
So we will be updating everything on the Mayor's Office Facebook page. So it's Mayor Cassatt's office Facebook page. We'll be posting everything on there. This event, as of today when we are doing this, is going on rain or shine because we're doing the drive-through. City View Park will be, it's all plowed out, open. We'll have everything taken care of. So you come in the one entrance and you go right out the other way. No issues. Nobody has to worry about turning around or a backlog of anything. So we just ask everyone to come up in your Easter best. Bring your Easter basket with you if you want. We'll have lots of stuff to give out. I have lots of eggs, Easter eggs that have just been dropped off here at City Hall. So we will have all our Easter Bunny helpers packing them full of candy for everyone. So it's just a great event. We have, you know, a lot of sponsors, a lot of organizations who are coming out to make this possible. So we just want to make it the best we can for everybody in the city and throughout the area.
And that date again is?
So it will be Sunday, March 28th. The event starts at 2 p.m. City View Park up on Poplar Street. And again, we just invite everyone to come out and enjoy some Easter fun with us.
All right, folks, you heard it here. You want to go to City View Park that date, March 28th, 2 p.m., and you can get your exciting times with the family. Come out, grab an egg, and have some fun. Thank you for joining us.
Yeah, no problem.
And thank you, folks, for joining us here on Community and You on Wyln. Like and follow WYLN News on Facebook for the midday WYLN News update, posted between noon and 2 p.m. Powered by Lehigh Valley Hospital Hazleton, the all-new emergency room at Lehigh Valley Hospital Hazleton is nearly double the size. Our updated facility features all private rooms, the latest technology, and a quicker, easier check-in process. Lehigh Valley Hospital Hazleton, your partner in ER care.
The COVID-19 vaccine is here, and we have a lot of questions, especially about how the vaccine was developed. So let's ask the experts.
It typically takes 10 plus years to develop a vaccine. The COVID-19 vaccines, less than a year. How'd that happen?
It's a huge and historic feat, requiring global cooperation in a way we've never seen before.
It's important to understand essential steps weren't skipped.
Parts of the process were just done simultaneously.
By moving so quickly, did this compromise the vaccine's effectiveness? Is the vaccine safe?
Rest assured, the vaccine is safe. I've received it, and so have many of my colleagues.
It's the best way to protect yourself
and others from COVID-19.
Let's get rid of this virus and get back to normal life, once and for all.
To beat COVID, we all have to do our part. Visit PoconoMountains.com/COVID-19. It's safe, so sign up, get in the queue.
At Grand Central, our family has been supplying your family with quality brand name furniture, mattresses, and appliances for over 3 generations. Whether you choose from our excellent selection of Lazy Boy, Catnapper, or England furniture, or from our fantastic selection of Sealy and Stearns & Foster mattresses, we guarantee total comfort in every room of your home.
With expert advice, everyday low prices, plus interest-free financing for up to 60 months.
From our family to your family.
Grand Central in Hazleton. Everything to make your house a home.
WYLN CA35's children's programming is designed with the specific purpose of serving the educational and informational needs of children. In compliance with FCC guidelines, a copy of the children's programming report is on file for public inspection at WYLN 1057 East 10th Street in Hazleton, Pennsylvania during normal business hours. To view the report online, visit fcc.org.
WYLN's going behind the scenes to learn more about the lives and goals of our local leaders. To kick off this week's series, we've got Hazleton Mayor Jeff Cassat leading the way.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for joining us on Leading the Way. This week, we're joined by Hazleton City Mayor Jeff Cassat. Welcome.
Thank you.
So we'll start off. Let's go back to the roots. Tell us about growing up and what did you do as a kid and what were your aspirations as a kid?
Well, I grew up on Alter Street with my family all living together. So like my grandparents, my mom, my dad, my aunt, uncles both lived next to us. So we grew up with like all our homes right next to each other. So it was a really close-knit family. We had the restaurant across the street, and Alter Street was I thought, a thriving place. So I was very content with staying there. When I was about 12 or 13 years old, I went to work with my grandfather at the restaurant, and I stayed there until I got into politics.
And so growing up in Hazleton, what was that like, the experience now, I mean, especially serving as the mayor of Hazleton, the growth and change you've seen since you were a kid?
Back then it was really nice because Alter Street had everything you needed. Like you could walk up and down Alter Street and get anything you needed. You know, every store was there. There was a hardware store, the laundromat was there, the fish store. So it was like its own little community. And that's what I wanted to see again. And I think that's kind of where we're heading now. It's a different culture, but again, it's the families living together, opening small businesses, and that's what I wanted to see. You know, so it's, everything that's going on now, my family went through 100 years ago. We moved to Alter Street in 1917. And we had a little general store, you know, and the family grew from there, expanded, and we now have what we have on Alter Street, where the family still lives together, you know, 100 years later.
And that's the news. Remember, the source matters now more than ever. Catch all the latest on our Facebook page or WYLNTV.com, where you can also find LVHN's real facts about COVID-19. Stay with us. A look at today's weather is next, right here on WYLN TV.